Good evening, everybody. It is nice to see you here. I see there is not a lot of people right now watching, but in any case, this session will be recorded. Nice to meet you. My name is Andrei Buzdum, and I'm a project manager for the development team for Zorax. We are the ones who are responsible for developing Zorax. To be honest, I'm not that used to this kind of webinars and Q&A sessions, but in any case, if you have any questions, as I already see you do not hesitate to ask me. And if you will have some additional questions, we can organize another webinar where we will continue answering your questions. In any case, I do see already the first question. It is about the experience. Well, what can I say about the experience? Yeah, sorry, I do have some problems here. So yes, the bigger part of our team is our experienced developers, and the other part are ladies and gentlemen that are doing the big data, algorithmic trading, psychology, mathematics. So we do have quite an experienced team. We started developing tools for algorithmic trading back in 2006. As the experience about big data, neural networks, we have several successful projects implemented in the corporate segment, in the government segment, around the world, where we worked with the terabytes of mixed data and where we developed the system which was doing the decision-making process based on the data that was received. So that's all I can say about that particular question. If you have any others, please just write me down. So we do already have some of the questions which we got from the Telegram chat. So one of them is, can you provide the flawless functioning of Zorax? Well, actually, Zorax is already working on a daily basis. Zorax is gathering information, processing the information, and it has been working for a long time already. It gives forecasts. It is basically it's already live. As we look at the Zorax as a neural network or as a living organism, we can see that it is giving different kind of how to say it, even different kind of results, and basically it was learning. Right now, it's more often right than it's wrong. But together with the portfolio theory, together with the knowledge of algorithmic trading, and together with understanding how the crypto market works, the performance of Zorax is rather better than the normal person or normal gentleman who is trying to do the valuation by himself, rather than the. So basically, what I would say is that Zorax is better than a human right now, and it will be better and better every single day. Okay. Is there any other questions? Is there anything from the... Okay. So, yeah, there is a question from Bryden. How much we raised? We already raised 10 plus M. Okay. So, yeah, so there are some questions about the referral tokens and the other sites. So let's start and focus. Oh, okay. There is a great question, the great technical question. So can Zorax manipulate the crypto market? Well, no, it cannot. Let me assure you that it cannot, because we spread all our activities and we spread our positions across different chains. We take the overall market. Zorax is just a small drop in that ocean, so it cannot manipulate the market. Okay. Well, did Chris? First of all, thank you for your question. Did the Zorax pick up? Let me just try to tell this to everybody. Maybe somebody is not reading. So, did we pick up an early warning of the market this week? Basically, yes, we saw it, and the Zorax saw it. So now the question is how you will. How to say it the best way. Okay, so yes, we did it, we saw it. The results from Zorax was better than expected, and our portfolio actually changed. Well, how people can trust Zorax? Well, Chris, please, if you want some more detailed answer, just please let me know. Just write down on the comments. How people can trust Zorax? Well, okay. So we do not store any kind of information. So you see how the Cryptoindex works, basically by buying the set of coins. So you see those coins. You can always have a look. What is that price going up or down? You can always see Zorax working. You can see the decisions that the Zorax did during the rebellions. So currently, you can see Zorax basically forecasting a month ahead. I think that's enough for gaining some additional trust from the people. I mean. Sorry guys, I'm not that used to this kind of a webinar, so I don't know, how much should I answer, how much should be, when should I stop? I mean, I can speak about Zorax for hours. So when you simply ask a questions, just write me down when my answer is satisfying. So what do I think about Cryptoindex future? Well, interesting question. So, well, the average crypto index falls slower than the market, and it grows faster. Okay, so the weighted average index CBI 100 on CoinMarketCap showed even better results than it was expected. So when there is a lot of information, and when that information is processed one way or another, basically it shows it kind of gives you an opportunity to do a forecast. It gives you opportunity to see what is going to be. Okay, so when you see that possibility, you can always follow it. The very moment when you see that we are going forward and we are rising better than the market, then it will take us to the moon. And the moon, when the volumes begin to rise, the intensity of of discussions and the crypto index community will it will just see what we did. So yeah, it's rather take it now or come back with everybody else later. Okay. Why do we use Bitcoin as a standard? Well, why do everybody use the Bitcoin for the standard? I mean, we do have the factors. So we have some factors for developing the main Zorax neural networks activities. So let's consider this to be as some kind of a benchmark. Okay, so volatility, size of the trades, number of trades, other sentiment data. Basically, all of those factors, they tell us they tell Zorax how to rebalance the portfolio. And currently, all those factors are saying that the Bitcoin should be the basis. And it's not about us. Do we choose one or another? Once, in one moment, we are thinking that, okay, maybe Bitcoin is not that good today, but, it's not on us to decide. Chris, I totally agree with you. So Ghostwriter, maybe to use USD. Well, you know, the thing about crypto is that we cannot simply use the USD. We basically can do the subsystems. We can develop additional forecasting tools that will basically do the possibility the diversification, and it will which will show us how much it is in USD. But you know, in any case, in the coordinates of Bitcoin, it's much easier to do the forecast than in the coordinates of USDT. Okay. Super Bowl. Can Zorax also advise a marketing move, timing to come out, etc.? Well, our main intention of the project was actually okay. Simply buy CIX 100 and feel free, you know, and you can go somewhere and drink coffee with your family and your kids and your friends, and we will do the rest. So the very moment when you want to get out, you can simply you can simply sell the CIX 100, and that's it. So it wasn't the idea that you should rather think. The idea was that, you know, the Zorax is smarter than a human being. The neural networks, which are processing those terabytes of information, and which are saying, okay, we should do the relevance, and which you can see on the videos that we did in the demo mode. We didn't show you the real situation right now because we kind of want to, you know, keep the technology for ourselves. But in any case, you know, if you want to get out, it's totally your decision. But if you want to stay in crypto market, CIX 100 should be your best option. That was our main idea of this project. Okay. Ghostwriter, thank you for your comments. Okay, so I said about, okay, how people can trust. Do you think Cryptoindex? Okay. Okay, so sorry, I'm reading. I'm new in this, so I really hope that the next time it will be better. Okay. Let's go. Okay, I see some of the. Okay, there is an interesting question. Can the index be influenced by any fake news from social media and social networks? Well, today, fake news don't even affect Mr. Trump. So, but in any way, yes, yeah. If we keep jokes aside, yeah. But the number of the factors is so large that the effect of the fake news would rather be significantly small than something which we should care right now. Also, Zorax, you know, it learns. So when it makes a wrong decision, it actually learns, and the next time it won't make the same decision again. So, for example, if we see that there is somebody who posted some social media and social yeah, sorry, please. Yeah, so in any case, basically, yeah, the fake news can influence, but in a very small and insignificant form. Okay. And the next question, what do you think about December? Do we have relationships with the other AI-based projects? Well, what do you mean when you say relationship? What do you mean? I mean, I'm not married, So there is no any kind of relationship, but we are trying to look on the other projects to see their pros and cons and try to develop Zorax the best possible way. Okay, I'm going next question. Can you name approximately 10 basic factors among the analyzed by Zorax? Well, yes. So it's easier to describe the categories of the factors analyzed by Zorax rather than the factors, because there is a large amount of them. So let's take the categories. There is a category of sentiment data and there is a category of market data. If we take the market data, the factors should be the daily trading volume, number of exchanges, the number of the trades, the characteristic of the order books, basically the volatility, the speed of the trades in terms of how many trades there were on a daily basis. So about the sentiment data, there as a second category, factors about is there any news about the some particular project? Is there any news about the development team? Is there some new codes or commits on the GitHub or any other repo? So the speed of the growth of that repo. Price dynamics based on the social media activity. Social media activity, basically the number of mentioning of the project around the web. Our bots are going through the main news, crypto news sites. So how many times people actually mentioned it? How many times people mentioned that in comments? So yeah, there is a lot of them. There is a lot of them. Yeah, truly. Okay. Some other question. Okay, so what do you think about the December? So the forecast for December will be published in the beginning of December. Current forecasts are published in the beginning of November, and they go up to the end of November or beginning of December. So it's actually rather easier to have a look where we are right now than to wait the forecasts for December. Okay, next question. So, and your opinion about crypto market in the future? No, it's a little sad. Yeah, yeah. I think I said all of those thoughts. Okay. Yeah. So, if you're asking about what do we think will the market grow up? We expect some rise of the market. Okay. So. Yeah, by the way, sorry, I totally forgot. At the end of this stream, we are going to pick up three the most interesting comments, and we will send the prices. So the first price should be Ethereum, 0.78 Ethereum plus $70 and 600. The second price is Mithril. It's 134 Mithrils plus $70 and 6. And the third price is Crypterium. It's 111 Crypteriums plus $70 in tax. So yeah, I totally forgot to tell you about this. Okay. Byram, yes, thank you for your comment. So where do we get the data for the index? Well, most of the data is actually quite open source. So we scroll the web for the web as the Google does, So we go. I mean, we are not Google, but in any case, we are looking for mentions in social media. We are looking all the open data, and we leave that data for Zorax to decide how fake it is. Is it reliable? What is the effect of that media of that news to portfolio? And about the market data, we are integrated with main crypto exchanges where we take all the data, both historical and real time. And based on the historical data, we developed Zorex. So now it's learning, and it got a lot of data to learn. And now it actually goes. Okay. Can you press? Do you have? Okay. So, okay. By the way, thank you for joining the Cryptoindex Telegram chat, because right now I'm taking the questions also from that chat. So this one looks interesting. How often do you update Zorex algorithm? Well, Zorex is not an algorithm in the classic meaning of that word. It's not just a system that needs to be updated. It's rather a neural network. So it's rather a human being. And it's you cannot say how often. It will be the same as is I would, for example, ask you, how often do you update your child? So as a neural network, it updates itself. So as a neural network, it gathers the information, processes the information, and starts to learn. But the crypto market is so young and so evolving. So there is a lot of new projects emerging on a daily basis. There are bulls and bears markets. They are highly emotional scene. So the neural network is, for the neural network, it's the best way to actually learn in that kind of a market. We can say that Zorex already passed school, and now it's already in university. Okay, so anything else? I mean, I do not see that there is a lot of. Jasper, hi. Well, from our side, it's a pity, but Cryptoindex is actually, in the world, they're saying that the Cryptoindex is in top 10 artificial intelligence. Somebody told me when to say, yeah. Jasper, is there any question I can answer to you? Okay. Okay. Now I'm in a situation where I don't know where should I take the questions. Mm-hmm. Okay. Rather, while we wait for another question, let me just answer about the relationships with the other projects. Well, to be honest, we have the relationships, some kind of relationships, with D-Brain, with Yandex, and with some others. Well, oh, here it is. Here's a interesting question. When the crypto index will become a Nasdaq? Well, if everything goes good and our forecasts are backed up by you, then we expect 3 to 4 years. It's quite difficult to make an index to be a benchmark, a worldwide benchmark. So yeah, give us a couple of years. Okay. We really hope so. Yeah, we really hope so. Okay, so I suppose there is no other questions currently, but let's do it. Let's do the following thing. So, oh, okay. Back to the other IE projects. Are you aware that there are discussions with governments to assign legal persona status to AI? Well, we do know, but let me tell you this way. So now, at the end of the last year, everybody started speaking about GDPR or GDRP. Yeah. So basically, the first thoughts and the first talks about the GDRP started, back in 2013. So in any case, if there is something needed from the government side, we will always participate. We are not willing to make something which is non-governmental. Do we have many competitors? Well, there are some projects. We know about some projects that are doing the similar things, but yes, we do. Let's just say it this way. Yes, we do know that we do have the competitors. Well, the other question which I got right now is what is our difference due to competitors? So that's more interesting stuff. So for example, Crypto 20 is based on the 20 coins. Some of the other competitors are based on the 5 coins. Our index is using 100 coins, and we have the maximum usage of artificial intelligence currently, and the maximum usage of the factor analysis until and due to the beta portfolio rebalancing. But it's not on me to sell you the crypto index. It's on me to answer your questions about the development process, about the Zorax, about trading platform, about all kinds of the questions that you have in order to feel secure and to know that it actually exists and it works, and what are pros, what are cons. Not rather to speak to you from the sales perspective and tell you that, yeah, please buy Cryptoindex, we are better, we're this and that. It's on you to decide. I mean, you will always see the trends. You will be able to go to the crypto market and actually see how the Cryptoindex behaves and how the other behaves. So that's that's as simple as that. Okay. So yeah. Hi, Valentin. I actually thought that there will be much more questions. I thought that most of you guys are interested how it works, and can you trust it, and what is the thing about it, and all of those stuff. Now we went a little bit to the marketing. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. So, Black Moon. Okay, you asked for it, so Black Moon. Yeah, the strategies of Black Moon, from my point of view, from my personal point of view, not from the team, not from the crypto index, and then from my personal point of view, are too risky for the current market. Okay, so Byron Mario asking me, do we use CoinMarketCap or okay, so I suppose that you're saying about CoinMarketCap. No, we are not using the data. We think that there is a lot of peculiarities that are not quite right. So we are not using the CoinMarketCap data. Exactly, Valentin. Yeah, a very good question. Why 100 coins? So first of all, as I said earlier, they're already, you know, we know there are competitors that are using 5 coins, 10 coins, 20 coins, but as you said, Fortune. You look at the S&P 500 or look at Fortune 500. You know, everybody are trying to diversify the portfolio to get better performance. And in our case, we have even better possibilities. So with 100 coins, we will have much more possibilities to pick more detailed and more exact coins, which will bring better efficiency. Yeah, 2000 sounds good. uh, about the OTC transactions, we're actually reviewing it right now. We think that OTC right now is a Bitcoin, so we're reviewing that particular situation. Yeah. Yeah, just for 2000. Yeah, I'm coming back, you know, so I'm just moving back and forth. So 2000, why it's not 500 or why it's not 2000? We actually did quite a lot of tests. So we did the tests, you know, on 50, on 100, on 200s, 500s, and we understood that 100 is actually an optimum, because rather to think how much you can earn when the market is rising, you also need to think how to lose less when the market is falling. So from that perspective, we understood that it is better to just pick 100 of them, top 100. Ghost Trader, thank you. Thank you. It's very nice to hear this. Thank you. Well, CIX BOX. So the CIX BOX, that's prices basically. So currently CIX BOX gets 3 prices. The first price is Ethereum, the second price is Mithril, and the third price is Crypterium. That's the thing that we want to give you, and to give, we want to pick the most interesting question and just simply to give the gifts to you. Does Zorax develop a feeling for the long-term sustainability of each coin token-based factors like? Just once again, it sounds, this question sounds quite interesting. Do we develop a feeling? I suppose we don't, but I suppose we simply bring the efficiency. But for a long-term sustainability of each coin, well, if you look in that case, I mean, the companies which come to Fortune 500, their particular shares start to rise on the market. But from our perspective, we are using data for the couple of years, and the last couple of months, this data and sustainability and market acceptance has more and more effect on our portfolio. Okay. So I'm trying to divide the question. So if you're asking about the sustainability of each particular coin, then I would say, there are a couple of questions in this one. That's why this sounds quite interesting. So Zorax does not work if you're asking this. So Zorax is not working for each particular coin. It's rather the assembly of multiple neural networks developing one Zorax based on the multiple of other coins, rather than just defining each particular coin. Okay. So from the point, I'm trying to actually see another questions. Mm. Mm. Okay. Who within the team is involved in the coding of Zorax? Well, okay, that's an interesting question. So, Svetlana. So not Solana. I mean, our team is it's actually quite big, So, I mean, I'm not. So the coders, the developers, the backend developers, the front end developers. How many developers are you developing all this? Well, let's keep this as a secret. I will just tell you that this is one of our meeting rooms. So we are rather bigger team than the smaller team. So okay. Okay, so from current 2000, a high probability that around 200 will survive first few years. Well, Chris, it's I cannot judge right now. So please do not ask me to give some of my personal thoughts or give some of my personal judgments, because it's not on me to judge. On our team is to develop a neural network which will learn from itself, and the neural network will do the judgment. So will it say will only 200 or all 500 or all 2000 will stay in the first couple of years, or the next month, or in next 10 years? It's actually, it's not on me. So okay. Good AI movie. No, I'm not watching AI movies. I'm trying to do the best. So the developers, for which I'm responsible, are looking the good AI movies. Well, we're developing it. It is already live, and the thing that you saw in the video was the first versions back in July. But I mean, it's already live, and as soon as we will finish all the processes, so we are fully satisfied with it, because we know that we have one shot. We don't want to develop Zorax 2.0, Zorax 3.0. We want Zorax to be sustainable, high quality, the best out of all the competitors that you can find, and we want market to actually show it. So as soon as it will be ready, you will see it. But I don't see any other situation why we shouldn't develop it earlier. But I do see a lot of things, why should we postpone for a little bit and bring you a quality product rather than, tell you and rather than just present you something which is still in the early stages of development, or in the current stage of development. What do I think about the block from the government? Well, from my personal perspective, it's rather bad than good. Okay, so okay. Yeah, I do see another questions about the full version. Okay, so right now we expect Zorax to be fully presentable by, let's say, end of January, and then we should add all the new features on a monthly basis. So 40 minutes. I think I tried to do my best. Please excuse me if I said something wrong. I didn't mean to. This is my actually first Q&A for this amount of people. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all for your questions. We will define the most interesting ones, and then. Out of all of them, the winners will be picked. So I don't know what to say in addition to all of this, rather than thank you so much. You cannot even imagine how what is this feeling when I can actually see that the things that we are doing are needed, and that there are questions, and there are people, and there are more than that. There is a little less than 100 of viewers right now. We're doing everything for you because we know that we're nothing without you, and we actually try to make your life easier. So thank you for being here, and thank you for all of your questions. All the best.